Hello, 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 hello. Hi, my name is Rhonda Jackson, and I'm here tonight to talk to you about mind your business and stop wasting money. Tonight, I want to talk to you about running a tight ship, which is crucial in any business. And my name is Rhonda Jackson. I merge corporate strategies into the salon setting, creating salons that runs like clockwork. Okay, so now tonight we're talking about small businesses and basically just how to save money. When I say mind your business, it's because there's so much money that we're wasting daily without even taking notice to it and wondering why you end up in the red at the end of the month. But here are some tips I want to share with you, and because small business can often waste money in so many various ways, and some of these ways include: one, not tracking expenses. When you don't track your expenses, you don't know if you're coming or going and what's really happening with your money. So you gotta, start tracking expenses. And the best way to track your expenses is to take your bank statement from the last couple of months. You take your bank statement and see exactly where you have been spending money that it's really not yielding the profit. Like empty subscriptions, and we're going to talk about all that, where you're wasting money. And so, but the first thing you want to do is grab your bank statements and look at them, study them. It's so many people that don't even open bank statements. They don't even, they paperless. Okay, even though it's paperless, pull it up on the computer and start facing it. You got to face it so that you can start saving your money. There's another thing where people are wasting money is not negotiating contracts. You got to make sure that you're negotiating contracts. At one time, we had centers coming into the salon. They was proudly coming in there every 2 weeks, picking up our rugs, taking the paper towels. It wasn't even empty. Taking the paper towels out the washroom, replacing them with new ones, the toilet paper, what have you. And I had to just grasp hold of it, like, okay, hold on. We not we're not using that much toilet paper, that much paper towels, or in the rugs, it's not that dirty to have them coming in here every 2 weeks. And so I had to negotiate the contract and have them to start coming in once a month instead of coming in every 2 weeks. Because I mean, we was just, it's automatically coming out the account. And so you don't even really feel it because you're not taking it out of your pocket or, giving them your card every 2 weeks. But at the end of the month, you see it on your statement, and now you're wondering, where's all this money going? Because you had money coming in, but you don't even understand, where it's going out. Okay, and so you got to negotiate your contracts, and then you want to implement cost saving measures like tankless water heater, for instance. Instead of the 50 100 pound gallon water heater, do you really need that? Or and you can exchange that to a tankless water heater. A tankless water heater is going to save you on tax breaks, and you're only going to use the water. It only runs when the water is in use. So when the water is not in use, the tankless water heater don't do anything. Okay, but the big water heaters, they constantly running because they got to keep the water high. Okay, and so you might want to even invest in something like that. And then another way we're losing money is a poor inventory management. That's a big one. Salons are notorious for having so much product. We just have product for days on these shelves that we use them for clients or we don't use. Most times you should have, one, two, three brands that you use. All these other little things that we just go to sometimes we just become product junkies. And we have so much product on our shelves that we're not using, and it can stay there for months, even years. Get rid of that product, minimize your product, take inventory, see what you're using most, and stick with it. If it works, stick with it. Use that product. And then, so stop using, having all these different products, even on our product shelf that we're retailing. We act like we have to have 10 different products on the retail shelf, but certain things just don't move. So you find out what your clients like, what moves, what sells, and then those are the products that you have on your retail shelf. But you got to remember, even if it's one, two, three items up there that you sell a lot of and that moves, it's okay. Have the same three products on your retail shelf because you know it's constantly moving and it's making you money, because you're wasting money with these outdated cans of dry hair spray on your shelf that's not moving. So you got to get rid of it. What I would do if I was you and I have it on my shelf right now, I would actually put it on sale 50% off so it can move, and then replace it with the things that does move for you, are making you money. That's a real easy fix, right? Another thing that where we're probably wasting money and not minding our business is hiring the wrong employees. People that don't care, people that's not skilled, and they decrease productivity, and then now you have a higher employee turnover, meaning now you got to retrain, so you got to go through all this orientation, hiring, and retraining again. But you shouldn't have even had that one person in there in the first place, but you want to fill your seat, and so you try to just have them in there regardless. That's really the wrong thing to do. If you don't have anybody in that seat, so what? You're going to wait until you can get the right person in there, somebody that care about the business, that want to work, and somebody that has a high skills level, or even if they don't have the skills, they're willing to learn, they're teachable. Those are the type of people that you want in your salon. Okay. Also, another way that we're not minding our business, you're ignoring customers' feedback. you know, I'm on Google. Say you're on Google and you got a report that somebody gave you a bad review on Google. You don't want to be like, oh, well, she was this and that anyway. It doesn't matter. People don't know what she did and why it happened. But you still have to go back on Google and say, you know what, Miss, I am so sorry that you experienced this. You know what, if you can come back and so we can remedy it. Even if they don't, but people that see that you have a bad reply on Google, on Yelp, or any social media platform, they see that you're coming back and you're letting them people know that, okay, at least you replied. So now it's a toss up. Maybe it was the customer, but if you don't reply and you just ignore it, they're going to think that customer is right and you were wrong. So you always need to come back with a reply. No, you don't want to come back with a reply and say, well, if you didn't do this or if you didn't do that, that's not right. That's not professional. You need to go back on there and just let them know, excuse me, that you apologize, that they was not 100% satisfied, and then say what you're going to do to make sure that they are satisfied on their next visit, and take 50% off. You can do whatever you need to do to make sure that client comes back and is happy. And people, it's not even so much for that client, but it's for the people that's going, all the thousands of people that's going to be seeing that review. Because here's the thing, it's Google is like 5 point. Yeah, the 5 stars. But if you get one bad rating, your stars will go all the way down to like 4.7. And so when people see that, and it stays on there, it stays on there for years. I have stuff on my Google, a report from people that said something 5 years ago, negative. And so it don't go off, and there's no way. And people say that they can take it off for you, but really they can't. They can't take it off. And so it's best if you go back on there and you respond to it in a nice, professional manner, and letting them know that you apologize for that happening and how you can help remedy their problem. Whatever happened with it. Okay? So you got to make sure you're not ignoring the customer's feedback, because I mean it looks bad. And also, one thing that we don't do when we in business, we fail to adapt to change. You know, can you? There are still stylists that's using the book writing in the client's appointment. That's fine for certain people that need it like that, and they're not technically inclined. But for the most part, when you're a salon owner, you want to make sure that you're on top of the salon scheduling. You want to make sure you're on top of the salon inventory, and all these things are done electronically. And so it will do you well to get versed in all the different technology that's available to salons, because you need to have that. You need to know how to schedule your people. You need to know how much inventory you have, what you're running low on, what you're selling most of. And you need to make sure that you have a website so people can find you. So you got to adapt to the change. And most people don't even take credit cards no more. They have digital credit cards. Did you know that? There's so much change in the salon industry. You got to make sure that you're on top of it and you're abreast on everything that's going on. So you got to be able to change with the industry, or you're going to lose out. You're going to lose out. Do you even know how to hire anybody anymore? No longer do you have somebody come into your salon and, are you licensed? Yeah, let me see your license. Okay, what chair you want to sit in? No, you don't. You don't even show them care about what chair they want to sit in. You want to know if they qualify to sit in that chair. There's certain guidelines that you need to uphold to, so that everybody from the street don't just come in your salon and pick what chair they want. You got to make sure they qualify to sit in your salon. And there are certain things that you have a list of these qualities that they need to uphold. And if they don't, they cannot come there. Interview them and look at the social media page. Do they fit the culture of the salon? So you got to make sure that there are somebody that's going to fit in with the people that you already have there. They're going to fit into the culture that you already set in your salon space. And so when I say mind your business, we got to start taking better inventory of what's going on in our salon. Where is our dollars going to? Get that statement, look through it with a fine-tooth comb, see what's working and what's not. And whatever's not working, throw it out. And what is working, put that money that you were throwing out, put more money toward what is working. Because that's how you're going to end up profitable at the end of the month. And that's how you're going to end up profitable in business. And that's how you mind your own business. When you're taking care of things and you're not ignoring. Stop ignoring your bank statements just because they're paperless. Start paying attention to your bank statements. See what's going on. See where your money is going. And start using your money wisely. Okay? So every area in your space should be producing income. This is the last thing, but this is a big thing. Every area in your space should produce an income. Do you have enough room for another station? It's like now this is basically for salon owners, not so much suite owners, but this is salon owners. If you have a space and you have a huge waiting area, that's wasting money. Why? Because you can have a station there. One. Two, why do you need a huge waiting area? How many people do you have actually waiting at a time? Only make sure they're only scheduling the amount of people that you're able to service at one time. Because if you got a huge waiting area, you wasted money twice. One, by having people sitting there waiting on you, they probably is not going to continue to patronize your business. And two, You can have somebody there doing lashes, doing eyebrows. You know, you just need a small space for that. And you can be generating income in that space. So, next time you go in your business, just take inventory and just look at it and say, you know what, where can is every space in my area making money? Is everything making money? If you have to have shelves on the wall with inventory on it, whatever you need to do to produce income in your business, you're paying for the entire space. Why not make money in it? Okay, but that's what I have for you on today, and I thank you all so much for coming on and joining me. And we are on day 19 of a 30-day challenge, and I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable with this, only because I feel like I am really making a difference in the field of cosmetology, doing the business part of cosmetology. And so I'm totally enjoying this, and I want to offer more, but I will be back on tomorrow, and I'm going to continue to come on. And so, but thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.